The Emperor has been expecting you.
Okay. So I've always been curious with musicians because does the music start first or the lyrics?
I think depending on the band, but for us at least it's the music.
Yeah. Although Sarah has her little notebook already with her poems and with her, her thoughts and stuff, and then she just injects it depending on the needs of the song.
Okay, so she just fills in the gaps of the song.
Yeah.
But she also gets like inspiration from the music talaga. Like when it's a sad song or it's a happy song, she writes accordingly. So it's a two-way thing, I guess.
Okay. Well, sayang she's not here, but ano lang, I'm guessing that you know naman some of her stuff. Parang, where does she usually get the inspiration to write and such?
Usually it's like the time, usually it's live.
Personal stuff.
Personal stuff. You know, what's going on.
So Sarah writes more about herself and her issues and stuff than
Okay. So it's just an outlet where she
she just expresses herself.
Okay.
Experiences niya.
Very personal. It's very personal. Yun na lang.
Okay. So you guys don't exactly pitch on the words, just pitch
Well, sometimes from the music point of view, wherein like maybe we'll adjust, you know, the words to match the music. Like, or we'll say, oh, let's cut down the number of words here, or maybe more of like the rhythm, how it fits in with the song. But the actual lyrics or the words.
Don't interfere na.
Okay.
Actual lyrics.
Okay. What else? Okay, that's what I said. Sorry. Paano ba?
Okay.
Ayun lang. How do you guys see yourself exactly contribute? Sorry, it's a formal question. How do you guys contribute to the cultural side of Philippines as such?
I think music is really important to culture now, especially among the youth. I mean, it brings people together. It's sort of the thing that people latch on to when they remember things or when they experience things. It brings people really together, something that they can share in. So it's nice to be able to, you know, be a Pinoy band and be able to share our personal, you know, tastes in music and in the songs that we write, you know, and the experiences that we have. And it's nice to like see how people react to that, how people respond to it, you know, if they like it or not. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have a play in that. I think kasi like even meeting other bands from other countries, like we've had a few gigs outside the Philippines, and the common response of these people, bands also, like the Philippines has such great music, has such great musicians. So to be part of that is something really awesome that we take pride in also.
That's cool. I'm actually, personally, and some of my friends actually, when you first heard your music, you were like, this is bad. And when we kept on listening to you guys, and we heard that you guys were actually Filipinos, we were kind of surprised. It's like your music's kind of different from the usual songs or type of music we hear, like let's say from Bamboo or Real. It's really different. Na parang that's why parang you guys we could say na you guys are actually motivations or an inspiration to some of the guys, some of our friends na hindi lang puro yung ganong classic music na narinig namin palagi. Like I know a friend, I think if you've heard of him, Rez Toledo. He's actually a really great musician. He just graduated high school and he's actually signing with a record already. His music's actually his music's kind of similar to yours. And parang I find such hope lang na parang hopefully hindi lang tayo limited to those type of music. And yun nga, that's the sad thing. My friend and I were talking about sad thing about us Filipinos. Yung some of the musicians, they change their music para mag-fit in sa masa. And yun nga lang, sana hindi siya ganun klase. Like you guys, you don't really care about what other people think, but you play for the passion of it.
You just have to play whatever you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You shouldn't make a conscious effort. I want to sound like this. I want to sound different. That's that's not the right way to do things, because that's not being honest with yourself. I mean, that's what music is about, is honesty, conveying your own thoughts and feelings, diba? So, yun, we don't try to consciously sound different or whatever.
Alright.
It's kind of weird. Iba lang yung taste namin when it comes out. And I think as
So
individuals,
it's a product of our influences. It's the stuff we listen to, so obviously that's what's going to come out.
and I think more recently in the last few years, you do have different bands coming out of the local scene with varied sounds. You know, you have bands like Up Dharma Down that are really different than the sound, and even newer bands now like I mean, you've got all sorts of bands now. So hopefully people will still continue to express how they want.
Okay. Okay, so what are you guys doing now exactly as a band? I mean,
Jamming.
I mean,
We're
you're not
writing our second album.
Okay.